Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Nasdaq. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 2-hour time frame, looking at this higher time frame structure starting from the 16th of June. We had the bullish count, something like this, in which we had this as a 1, 2, then looking for 3, 4 and 5. Now we have already come back to this possible wave 1 area with this possible wave 5, wave 4, which makes it again invalidate. So we had the other idea of having this as an ABC, so that is going to be the case that we're going to go with from now on. Since the highs was put in place, we've had this as a 5-way move coming down to this A wave and then B wave, and then again looking for this C wave to come down to. Now we are right around the 1.236, which was one of the targets here on Nasdaq. I think on S&P 500 we are around the same area. We had a target there as well as the 2.618 extension on lower time frame. We can take a look at that as well in just a moment. Shout out to Cohen who noticed this possible ending diagonal here, and yeah, it looks very good. It looks better than the structures I had there, so this makes a bit more sense to me. Now overall we do have this divergence happening between the end of A here and also between the A and C and the third and third, or the first here, because it is a leading or ending diagonal with the largest amount of momentum behind it, so that's why we're getting that divergence here. So yeah, this definitely looks very good to take a long setup here. On Nasdaq we had a daily here which we hit to the tick, and also a naked point of control right there, and a this order block around here as well, so definitely an interesting area for sure. On S&P 500 we had pretty much this very similar structure as well. Let me turn that off, in which we had this as a B and C, and this last leg was all looks better as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of what I had here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be a fourth of this fifth. So this definitely looks better as a 5-way move, in which we would have something like this here. What else? So now I'm again looking more towards the upside, and because this is very short in time, I'm expecting either this to be either something else than this ABC, or this is just going to be part of a larger correction in which this W was down here, and we would be looking for that X wave, something like this, and then again 3 ways or 5 ways depending on how deep this retracement goes up here. But yeah, it definitely has a good looking structure now with this divergence in play to go a bit higher now. Now, for a different scenario, if we are not going to be holding these current lows that we have, then this is going to start morphing into something else, I feel like. If we are again taking out these current lows, I would almost say that this is an impulse way downwards. Let me explain in a bit, but we see that 1-to-1 extension of this move from here is coming around the $3,900. If we are again breaking this order block here that we have been talking about, then I would be looking at this a bit differently, and I think it is going to be invalidating this idea of being a contracting diagonal here into the end of wave C. But let me show you the other option here. Instead of this ABC, we would have this still as a 5 wave. Instead, we would have this as a 1, 2 setup. Then this would be another 1, 2 setup, 2, and then again 1, 2. Now this is very, very, very bearish. I don't consider this to be a leading diagonal into a 1, because again we have gone beyond the 1-to-1 extension of this first leg. Generally, when we want to have a 1, 2, 1, 2 setup, we want to have the second 1, 2 structure smaller than the first structure over here, because again it is a smaller degree. If we have this as a 1, 2, we can have that 1-to-1 extension would be just below here, So that would make sense. Now the wave 2 is very small in here, so that's why I don't really prefer that. But again, it is still a possibility that wave 2 is so small. But yeah, that is just another idea if we're going to be breaking these lows. I'm still, I've got my long setup already, so I'm looking for higher prices here. But we'll see how it turns out. But that is pretty much everything I wanted to share on Nasdaq and S&P 500. They are both very similar. I think the S&P 500 looks a bit better with the ending diagonal here, so that's why I was longing that instead of Nasdaq, although Nasdaq definitely has more moves on it. But yeah, risk management is your key, and set your stop losses very well here. If we are going to be breaking these lows, the next one again would be around 11,900 for Nasdaq, and let's see, on SPX we would be looking at probably these lows here, $3,830. I'm not quite sure if this weekly on the middle would hold because it doesn't really have anything else going for it, so that's why I'm a bit ignoring it. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I wanted to share. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.